स्वस्ति न इंद्रो वृतस्रवः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्रा स्थिरैरङ्गैर्तुष्टुवां सस्तनूभिर्व्यसेमहे देवहितं यदायुः ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्रः स्थिरैरङ्गैर्तुष्टुवां सस्तनूभिर्व्यसेमहे देवहितं यदायुः ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः।
What's gone. Appreciate what remains and look forward for what next, because what the caterpillars say and end, the world calls it a butterfly. A hearty welcome to all the members present here and this August gathering, maintaining the safe distance, as you all know that we are facing the pandemic time, and Gaskiduri is very essential. That is our majboori today. And in mental fitness organized here in our school. Thank you, sir, for such a noble action that you have taken. All praise for you, sir. A hearty welcome once again to all of you in this symposium that we have organized here today. Before we go ahead, there is something else to take a step on. What is there more kindly than the feeling between host and guest? And here I grab the opportunity and get our August chief guest welcome with a bouquet by our dynamic principal, Sir Bhaiya Abhinav. Welcome song. I request Mr. Banu to please take up the floor and present the song.
देवयजने पृष्ठे अग्निमन्नाद्यमन्नाद्यायादधे ॐ उद्बुद्ध्य स्वाग्नेः प्रतिजाग्रहे त्वमिष्टाः पूर्ते संसृजेथामयञ्च अस्मिन् सदस्ते अद्युत्तरस्मिन् विश्वे देव यजमानश्च सीदतः ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ
I feel privileged to welcome you, sir, a most dynamic, visionary, and a man in spite of his different varieties of assignments, with his love and affection for this school, he spares time to visit whenever we require him his blessing. I take this privilege to welcome all the other dignitaries, Vinod Kumarji, project officer of this project, Sri S.K. Singh Saab, project and planning staff officer, Rajiv Kumarji, personal officer, and our most loving and mentor of this program of symposium is strengthening mind of the children in the post-pandemic period, Dr. Parimal. All of you have been associated with this school and guiding us, motivating us to work harder for all our children. During this year of 2020, we have seen the toughest time of our life and possibly the toughest time of the century. And we have gone through this trial and tribulations period successfully, meeting your requirements through the aid of the technology, and with the support and guidance of our chief guest, we have been getting motivation through him to work harder and proving our presence whenever our children need it. Today we are here to pursue the mission of our visionary Prime Minister, the Fit India movement. Our Honorable Prime Minister has launched this Fit India movement on 29th August 2019 with a view to make physical fitness a way of life. Fit India movement aims at behavioral change among the children for the sedentary lifestyle to physically active way of day-to-day living. Every child should have a habit of regular physical activity to make their body fit and mind a sound one. Fit India would be a successful only when it becomes a people's movement. We have to play a very vital role. All the educational institutions are expected that lakhs of children, those who are getting education, they should have this idea that if we will have a fit body, physically active body, then only we can expect or dream of having a strong nation. So this would be our way of life. So how to live, how to be the first pillar of this formal education. This involves teaching and practicing the art of taking care of one's body and health on daily basis. Schools have to be the first formal institution after home where physical fitness is taught and practiced. In the above background, the Fit India mission encourages schools to organize a Fit India School Week in the month of November and December, which we have been doing. The children have been involved in so many activities related to the fitness of the body, like essay competition, drawing competition, poster making competition, speech, debate and all related to our physical fitness, and thereby creating awareness at home along with their parents and family members that it is the physical fitness which is most important. Rest will come and will have a good place in your life if you are physically fit. Otherwise, whatever material achievement you have, you cannot enjoy until and unless you have a strong body. The school has already conducted several activities under the Fit India School Week, like essay competition, painting and poster competition, slogan writing competition, etc. Our endeavor is to make the children understand that how much our physical fitness is important and how we can make it as our habit in daily life. We as a teacher must understand that the education must be integrated with the children's physical and mental well-being. As the new education policy talks of art integrated education, we need to integrate our teaching methods by adding some elements of good health and life skills and making children aware of their health and adopting healthy lifestyle irrespective of the subject we are teaching. So now this physical education is an isolated subject. Every subject should be associated with our physical education. Children need to understand that they can do good and great things for themselves or for the nation only when they are having sound body and mind. Our health expenditure sometimes becomes a big issue in a family, which affects the family adversely, which is one of the major cause of not able to meet the other necessary need of life. Many students are not able to pursue their higher education because someone in the family is having a serious disease which becomes a hurdle in pursuing their education further. India, according to the global burden of death data, every day more than 4,000 people die due to heart problems, 2,600 people die due to gastro-related chronic disease, about 2,000 deaths due to diarrhea, 1,300 people die due to respiratory problems, so on. These diseases are countless in numbers and countless people are dying every day, and that forces us to think once again, and possibly this pandemic has given this opportunity for the first time to make it as a people's movement, to think that how much we can avoid this problem in our life. And the only solution is that from the very childhood, everyone should adopt a very healthy lifestyle and healthy habit throughout the life. And that will also reduce the burden of the nation regarding the health budgets. The huge lot of money are drained in treating different dreaded diseases that we can save by simply having a good lifestyle in our life. And it is our prime duty as a teacher that every child should be sensitized for this right from the beginning. to make it as a healthy habit every day. To make this movement more powerful, more successful, we have with us our dignitaries, and definitely, sir, your presence today will motivate the children also, because more than 2,000 children and possibly more than 10,000 family members will see your presence today here through YouTube live or YouTube channels, and they will also get this strong message that this school and the CCL management together are working hard to see that our children are healthy and happy, and they are enjoying education of this school together with having a mindset that at least till the age of 80 they will be hale and hearty, they will be happy, healthy, and having a sound mind to serve the nation and serve the society. So I am once again very much thankful, sir, you and today's mentor or Dr. Parimal, who will be addressing you regarding the strengthening mind after post-pandemic era, because you have been staying at your home for long 9 months, 9-10 months in the four walls of your home. Now government is preparing you once again to vaccines and all the physical activity, but a lot of care is required still now. The life is not as in 2019. Now you have to have many different common small things that you have to change in your daily habit to prevent the bigger problem. So for that, I once again thank you, sir, and from the core of my heart, I am very much happy to welcome in this symposium where the children will get lot of idea, and most importantly, they will be having the motivation to have a healthy life. So once again, welcome all in this symposium. Thank you.
No more books. No more teachers' dirty looks. Out of summer, out till fall, we might not come back at all. Schools out forever, schools out with fever. That was the time that we were facing. Still we are not out of it. We still pray to God that we get rid of this time that we are facing, that this pandemic that has enveloped the whole of the world today. We need to get out of it. So this is the new rise after the lockdown, as the children might be enjoying it. Bereavement, isolation, loss of income, and fear are triggering mental health conditions or exacerbating existing ones. Many people may be facing increased levels of alcohol and drug use, insomnia, and anxiety. Meanwhile, COVID-19 itself can lead to neurological and mental complications. The role of the teacher has not been fully understood during this crisis. Teachers are as important as health workers because they are looking after the mental, emotional, and social health of children at home. Although it is too early to judge how the learning trajectory will be affected by online teaching, it is very clear that future transformations will ensure that classroom transactions are complemented with novel technological tools. The new challenge is how to keep thousands of children out of school if the parents are allowed to return to their workspaces, even if in a staggered manner. And whenever this happens, who assumes responsibility for a child's safety and learning at home? Within this new school learning paradigm, it will have to be seen how best to engage the children, not only in education, but in socializing with the peers, creating safe zones to play, and how to also provide meals and support families which are working. In India, home learning on a large scale will be a challenge, essentially because of non-availability of equipment and network connectivity, and the fact that parents may not be in a position to facilitate home learning. We need to ensure that teachers come back to work so that hands-on training can happen. Since many of them may not be technologically adept, for many teachers their entire world has changed. From traditional teaching tools to juggling with gadgets and software, they are relying only on their personal understanding. Here I would quote, even I tell you children, I have really been facing a lot of problem while teaching these online classes. Indeed, that has put many of the teachers in trouble. Yet we are fighting to keep you fit and healthy. To overcome such post-pandemic situation, we need to practice yoga and meditation. It certainly helps our mental health. So, friends, this is the era of transition. Everybody wants to change the way of living, eating and wearing, and of course, especially during the pandemic and post-pandemic time. Let's pay heed to our chief guest, Mr. M.K. Agarwal, and try to imbibe them in our life and be safe, who will be throwing light on the re-strengthening of the mental post-pandemic. I humbly request the Reverend Sir to take the floor. Sir, please. We can wait, sir. All right. So I request Dr. Parimal sir to please be here. To be here.
Told to discuss the precautions to be taken against COVID-19 in this pandemic time. So everybody, I think everybody knows that what is coronavirus, what is COVID-19, why it is COVID-19, and everything. Everybody knows, I think. If you are having some questions, I will explain. Should I explain what is corona, what is COVID-19, or everybody knows? I think everybody knows these all things. And what is the clinical sign of this COVID-19? These things also everybody knows. So the most important thing is कि precautions क्या लेनी है, हमें अभी क्या precautions लेनी है. तो सबसे पहली बात ये है कि हम 4-5 चीज है जो जानते हैं कि हमको ये काम करनी है. डिस्टेंस मेंटेन करना है, मास्क लगानी है, फ्रीक्वेंटली प्रॉपरली हैंड वॉश करनी है. पर आपको क्या पता है कि ये क्यों करनी है? हमें मास्क क्यों लगाना इतना इंपॉर्टेंट है कि लोग स्ट्रेस डाल रहे हैं कि मास्क लगानी है, या डिस्टेंस मेंटेन करना ही करना है, या प्रॉपरली और फ्रीक्वेंटली हैंड वॉश करना ही है, या सैनिटाइज करना है. ये इतना इंपॉर्टेंट क्यों है हमारे लिए? तो सबसे पहले बात आप ये समझ लीजिए कि अगर किसी को कोरोना वायरस का इन्फेक्शन होता है तो उसको कोविड बोलते हैं. ठीक है. तो कोविड जब हो जाता है किसी को, या आपको पता नहीं है कि किसी को कोविड है, तो वैसे हालत में क्या होता है, क्लिनिकली साइंस ये होता है कि उसको खांसी और स्नीजिंग होता है, छींक आती है. तो जब भी खांसी और छींक आती है तो छोटा छोटा ड्रॉपलेट्स जो है ना बहुत सारा निकलता है. तो छोटा ड्रॉपलेट्स बहुत सारा विजिबल होता है, बहुत सारा ड्रॉपलेट्स नॉन विजिबल होता है, और बिल्कुल माइक्रो ये होता है. तो वो उसका नेचर होता है, कोई भी ड्रॉपलेट्स का नेचर होता है कि जब भी वो एनवायरनमेंट में आता है तो ग्रेविटेशनल फोर्स के हिसाब से वो जमीन पे बैठने की कोशिश करता है. तो अब मान लो कि किसी को छींक आ गया, स्नीजिंग हो गया, खांसी आ गई, तो वो जो ड्रॉपलेट्स निकलता है वो कहीं भी गिर सकता है. वो टेबल हो, चेयर हो, स्टेयर्स का रेलिंग हो, माइक, कैमरा, अलमीरा का हैंडल, कहीं भी वो बैठ सकता है. और एज यू नो इट इज वेरी सरप्राइजिंगली कि वो ड्रॉपलेट्स के अंदर में रहता है कोरोना वायरस. और वो कोरोना वायरस जो ड्रॉपलेट्स के अंदर होता है वो पहले कहते थे 24-48 घंटे तक उसमें जीवित रह सकता है, पर अभी कहते हैं कि लॉन्गर टाइम स्टे देयर अलाइव. तो कहने का मतलब ये है कि 4-5 डेज अगर वो लाइव पोजीशन में किसी पर्टिकुलर प्लेस पे रहता है तो इट इज़ वेरी डेंजरस. बिकॉज हम क्या कहते हैं कि आप बराबर हाथ धोइए. क्यों? क्योंकि हम कुछ भी टच करते हैं, ह्यूमन नेचर होता है कि कभी टेबल पे हाथ रख दिए, चेयर पे हाथ रख दिए, हैंडल पकड़ रहे हैं, स्टेयर पकड़ के चल रहे हैं, कहीं पर भी हाथ रखते हैं. और कोरोना वायरस जो होता है ना, इस शरीर में प्रवेश करता है 2-3 जगह से. एक माउथ है, नोज से जाता है या आइज के थ्रू जा सकता है। तो हम लोग क्या करते हैं कि ह्यूमन नेचर है कि हाथ में कहीं हाथ रख के हाथ में आ गया कि हम लोग आइज को खुला लिए या दांत में मुंह में कोई उंगली डाल लिए, तो क्या होता है कि वायरस को अंदर जाने का बहुत ज़्यादा संभावना रहता है। और इसीलिए हम लोग कहते हैं कि आप फ्रिक्वेंटली हैंड वॉश प्रॉपर्ली कीजिए, सो दैट वो जो हाथ में आया होगा, अगर आप जानते नहीं हो, अगर आया होगा तो वो साफ हो सकता है। दूसरी बात है, मास्क लगाने के लिए क्यों करें? तो देखिए, मास्क लगाना इसलिए इम्पोर्टेंट होता है कि जब भी कोई स्नीज करता है ना, तो वो या वो सामने वाला स्नीज कर रहा है तो मास्क से प्रोटेक्ट होता है। दूसरा, जो हम लगाए हैं और हमने स्नीज नहीं किया और किसी ने किया होगा, तो वो जो ड्रॉपलेट्स निकलता है, वो ड्रॉपलेट्स को हम डायरेक्टली इनहेल करने से और अंदर जाने से उसको प्रिवेंट करते हैं। इसीलिए मास्क लगाना ज़्यादा जरूरी है। अब बात यह है कि हम लोग डिस्टेंस मेंटेन करने के लिए क्यों कहते हैं डिस्टेंस मेंटेन करना है? क्योंकि जब भी ये ड्रॉपलेट्स जो आता है, तो ड्रॉपलेट्स एक सर्टेन एरिया तक जा सकता है। तो मान लो दो, हम लोग बोलते हैं 6 फीट का डिस्टेंस मेंटेन करिए, तो 6 फीट अभी इसलिए कहते हैं कि चांसेस नहीं रहता है कि 6 फीट के आगे भी ड्रॉपलेट्स जाएगा, तो 6 फीट के पहले ही वो ड्रॉपलेट्स को जमीन पे गिर जाना है। तो इसीलिए डिस्टेंस मेंटेन करना जरूरी है, क्योंकि वो डायरेक्ट हम इनहेल नहीं करें और अपने आप को भी बचाएं और जो दूसरे लोग हैं उनको भी बचाएं। तो ये ज़्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट रहता है। तो अब है कि सैनिटाइज करना है। सैनिटाइजेशन देखिए, हमारे CCL में और पूरे विश्व में भी ये बहुत स्ट्रेस दिया जाता है सैनिटाइज। आप देखते होंगे कि बराबर CCL में सुनते हैं कि जितने भी मशीन है या जो भी है, सब ऑफिस को सैनिटाइज किया जाता है। क्योंकि हमारे CCL में क्या होता है कि बहुत क्लोजली लोग काम करते हैं। एक मशीन में काम अगर हो रहा है तो वहाँ पर 5-6 लोग रहते हैं, तो हम लोग उसको एवरीडे ट्वाइस सैनिटाइज करते हैं, सो दैट अगर वहाँ पर कुछ वायरस आया होगा तो उसको हम लोग एलिमिनेट कर दें। तो इस वजह से क्या होता है कि ये सब प्रिकॉशंस हम लोग को लेना जरूरी है। और इसके अलावा बाकी जो चीज़ें हैं वो आपको पता है, हम उस बारे में डिस्कस नहीं करेंगे। क्लिनिकल क्या होता है, साइन आपको सबको पता है, खांसी होती है, छींक होता है, हाई टेम्परेचर होता है, ब्रेथलेसनेस हो जाता है क्योंकि लंग डैमेज होता है उसमें। तो ये सब मामला है और ये ज़्यादा इम्पोर्टेंट है प्रिकॉशंस, जो कि अभी हमको लेना है। अभी आपका स्कूल खुलने वाला है, तो आप जहाँ तक हाथ लगाएंगे या आप करेंगे, स्कूल आएंगे, बेंच पे, टेबल पे, चेयर पे बैठेंगे, तो इसको प्रिकॉशंस आप लीजिए और सैनिटाइजर हम लोग अपने हाथ में रखिए। अगर प्रॉपरली हैंड वॉश करने का चांसेस नहीं है तो सैनिटाइजर है, उसको बराबर हाथ में लेकर के सैनिटाइज करते रहिए अपने आप को। मास्क का इस्तेमाल हमेशा करिए, किसी भी कीमत पर मास्क नहीं उतारना है जब भी यहाँ है, और डिस्टेंस मेंटेन करिए। ये सब चीज़ है जो आपके करने की जरूरत है। थैंक यू वेरी मच।
Thank you.
बड़े ही सौभाग्य की बात है कि आज फिर आप लोगों से मिलने का और एक नए कार्यक्रम फिट इंडिया माइंड स्ट्रेंथनिंग पोस्ट पेंडेमिक, बड़ा अच्छा विषय है, पूरे देश में चल रहा है। प्राइम मिनिस्टर साहब इसके लिए बड़ी मेहनत कर रहे हैं और उस कार्यक्रम को आगे बढ़ाने के दौर में हमारा गिरिडीह का ये स्कूल भी एक बड़ी ही सक्रिय भूमिका अदा कर रहा है। और इसी क्रम में हम लोग आज यहाँ इकट्ठे हुए हैं। इस अवसर पर मैं यहाँ के डायनेमिक प्रिंसिपल कुमार साहब, मैडम रमानी, जितने भी यहाँ टीचर्स हैं, बच्चे, हमारे प्रोजेक्ट अफसर विनोद कुमार साहब, SK सिंह साहब, डॉक्टर परिमल, राजीव, समी, तमाम लोगों का मैं अभिनंदन करता हूं और बड़ा गौरव महसूस करता हूं कि आपका यह स्कूल, जिसका कि मैं भी एक अंग हूं, और हर मौके पर हर मौके की नज़ाकत को समझते हुए एक अच्छा कार्यक्रम आप प्रस्तुत करते रहते हैं। और इस पेंडेमिक में, कोरोना युग में, यह एक बहुत अच्छा, जैसा कि अभी आज के जो कार्यक्रम का विषय है कि अपने को फिट रखना है। और जब स्कूल खुलेगा, बच्चे आएंगे, 9 महीना, 8 महीना, 10 महीना हो जाएगा, तो क्या दिमागी हालत उनकी रहेगी। इस दिमागी हालत फिर वो आए और आकर के स्कूल में पहले की तरह पढ़ने लगे और उनका संचार जो दिमाग में होगा और इधर उधर भटके नहीं। कुछ एक तो बड़ा भारी भय सबको मन में रहेगा, क्या होगा नहीं होगा, फिर फैलेगा, बीमार पड़ जाएंगे। ये तमाम चीज़ें, इन्हीं सब मैं समझता हूँ कि चीज़ों को निराकरण करने के लिए नए नए वक्ताओं के द्वारा, नए नए कार्यक्रम के द्वारा, एस्से राइटिंग और तमाम प्रतियोगिता द्वारा धीरे धीरे माहौल बनाया जा रहा है कि आप पुनः स्कूल में आएँ। और स्कूल खुलने ही वाला है लगता है। ऐसे भी मेडिकल कॉलेज, इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेज वगैरह में कॉल आ गया है हम लोग के भी बच्चे हैं जो कि अभी 22 तारीख को जाने उधर नागपुर बुला रहा है, इसलिए अब सब स्कूल लगभग खुल ही रहे हैं। तो मुझे भी लगता है कि आपका स्कूल कितने दिन में उम्मीद आप लोग रखें कि खुल जाएगा पढ़ाई नए साल में? तो बड़ी अच्छी बात है। तो मैं सबसे पहले चूंकि एक आपके द्वारा दिया गया है इस अवसर पर 5000 फैमिली, जैसा कि बताया जा रहा है कि 5000 फैमिली यूट्यूब के माध्यम से और भी ज़्यादा, यह भी हमारे इस कोरोना युग में पेंडेमिक का प्रभाव है कि इतने सारे लोग, अगर हम लोग फिजिकल प्रोग्राम करते और ये नहीं करते तो इतने लोगों को ये कार्यक्रम नहीं मिलता शायद। तो गुड आफ्टरनून एवरीवन, I am very much pleased to see the school management is going to organize a symposium on the topic re-strengthening of the mind post-pandemic as per guidelines of CBSE for Fit India School Week celebration. I hope the children will follow all the guidelines of WHO, government and school management. The COVID-19 pandemic has disturbed or halted critical mental health services in 93% of countries worldwide, while the demand for the mental health is increasing, according to a new WHO survey. Bereavement, isolation, loss of income and fear are triggering mental health condition or exacerbating existing ones. Many people may be facing increased levels of alcohol and drug use, insomnia and anxiety. Meanwhile, COVID-19 itself can lead to neurological and mental complications such as delirium, agitation, and stroke. People with pre-existing mental, neurological, or substance use disorders are also more vulnerable to SARS-CoV-2 infection. They may stand a higher risk of severe outcomes and even death. Good mental health is absolutely fundamental to overall health and well-being, said Dr. Tenders Enam Ghebreyesus, Director General of the World Health Organization. COVID-19 has interrupted essential mental health services around the world just when they are needed most. World leaders must move fast and decisively to invest more in life-saving mental health programs during the pandemic and beyond. Key message to remember for caregivers and parents when working with children, adolescents, is that all of their experiences are valid. Remember the golden mantra, it's okay to feel, it's okay to fail. Lockdowns, uncertainty about future, and unfiltered exposure to the television and internet can induce an inordinate fear of harm among children and adolescents. This can affect daily functioning and sleep. Anxiety levels begin to rise with the uncertainty of it all. Therapeutic interventions, therefore, are essential to help sort through the feelings of panic, fear, and anxiety, and establish self-care habits through creative activities, mental health and psychological support activities by parents and caregivers enable them to assess and identify vulnerable children and their psychological support needs. These activities will enable caregivers to handle children's stressors. Progressive muscles relaxation is a method that helps relieve that tension. In progressive muscle relaxation, you tense a group of muscles as you breathe in and you relax them as you breathe out. The technique involves alternating tensions and relaxation in all of the body's major muscle groups. You work on your muscle groups in a certain order. When your body is physically relaxed, you feel less anxious. Feeling low can lead you to withdraw from your usual activities. This is a common reaction to trauma, but over time it can also lead to a cycle of inactivity. Try to find the motivation to do the activities you enjoy. This will help restore your mental health. Yoga and meditation also certainly strengthen the mental health post-pandemic. Thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat, stay safe. अंत में इस अवसर पर मैं एक और चीज़ बोलना चाहूँगा 4 लाइन के माध्यम से। सैलाबों से कारवां मिलाओ, तूफानों पर वार करो। सैलाबों से कारवां मिलाओ, तूफानों पर वार करो। मल्लाहों का चक्कर छोड़ो, तैर कर दरिया पार करो। तैर कर दरिया पार करो। देश की सेवा में अपनी तुम जान गंवा दो। देश की सेवा में अपनी तुम जान गंवा दो। हंस हंस कर अपने भारत देश का बच्चों मिलकर जय जयकार करो, जय जयकार करो।
It was indeed a very inspiring, very informative and heart-touching speech delivered by you, sir, and the 4 lines that you quoted really sends a lot of message to all of us. So, thank you very much. All shall be well, all shall be well, for there is a force of love moving through the universe that holds us fast and will never let us go. So very true, what you have said was quite apt. Now, extending thanks is not a custom but a heartfelt expression from the host for the pain one takes to assign one's precious time to make one's presence felt. And for the same, I request Mr. N.B. Singh sir to please come up for the vote of thanks. Sir, take the floor. The floor is yours.
Thank you, madam. I wish a very good afternoon to Honorable Chief Guest, LMC Chairman Manoj Kumar, Sir, GMs Dhodi area and CCL area. Respected Principal Sir, beloved PU Vinod Kumar Sir, respected Dr. Saab, Padimal Sir, respected teachers and my dear loving students. It is my privilege to extend vote of thanks on the occasions Hum Fit to India Fit, which is a key mantra for the happiness of everyone's lives. On behalf of DAP CCL families, I express my heartiest gratitude to Honorable Chief Guest GM Sir for taking his precious time. Sir, your words inspires the students and your words guides us. Thank you for your kind visit, sir. I also extend my heartiest thanks to Dr. Padimal sir for providing the valuable information and encouraging us at this moment. Your suggestions will be certainly followed by us and our students. I am also thankful to distinguished dignitaries of the CCL, Vinod sir, S.K. Singh sir. Sir, you have been a constant support in well-being of our noble institutions. And certainly, I would also like to express my heartiest thanks to our Honorable Principal sir for taking or guiding at each and every step. Sir, your humble encouragement is source of our energy. Thank you, sir. I also thanks my colleagues, learned teachers, and learning students for showing your interest and taking enormous pain to organize this event. Thank you once again. Thank you all, and I also thankful to Ramani Madam, Sapan sir for making this arrangement in a very useful way. Thank you all. Jai Hind.
Very truly said. Indeed, it is this principal who is always behind everything that we take, a great source of encouragement which he puts us forward to face and deal with, and we come out successfully. Thank you, sir, for guiding us, helping us.
Now, make your body straight, all of you. Now this is the time we have to check ourselves how fit we are. As per the guideline given by the CBSE, that we have to first perform the different kind of the exercises related with the body fitness, sir. Agility and endurance fitness, the squat. First warm up will be there, because without the warm up we can't be able to perform any kind of exercises, because the muscles relaxations is very much essential. Just now they have come from the ATL lab. So first stand up, all of you. Start warm up for 2 minutes quickly. Start jump. Start please. Now sidewise stretch. Sidewise. Sidewise stretch. Good. And knee touching. Knee touch. Lift your knee and touch. Yes. Fast. With two legs. With two legs. Start jumping. 2 legs. Good. Now please stretch your leg. Alternate toe touching. Alternate toe touching. Quickly. Stop please. Now sit down please. Now you have to ready for the squat. What is the squat? Squat means you have to see the performance of your teacher. After that you have to perform. Through this squat we normally check the agility. What is the meaning of the agility? Agility means the sudden movement of the body. I am standing in this position, so my body will move suddenly towards right or left or direction. That is known as the agility. And for that your body needs the balance, orientation balance. Okay, and this balance is normally supported us to overcome this kind of the process. So that's why you might have seen that some of the students are there when they try to run, they normally fell down. Yes or no? Yes, sir. So that's why this is very much essential. Now as per the norms given by the Fit India movement, we have to perform the squat. Start please. Stand up. Clear. Ready? 1, 2, start. Fast. Now look, with these exercises, it normally helps to give the pressure to your hamstring muscles, your calf muscles, your hip muscles, where the hamstring muscles are lies, especially just below our thigh. बहुत सारे आदमी को पता भी नहीं है, सवेरे नींद से उठे और उसका मसल्स क्रैम्प हो जाता है, सर बहुत क्रैम्प हो रहा है. We have to perform this exercise regularly every day. Then we can be able to get ourselves fit from all this type of the cramp. Now stretch your legs and straight. Look this. This is normally helps to give the proper strength to your hamstring muscles, just which is lying below of the thigh. Thigh muscles यहाँ पर है. ये इस जगह में hamstring muscles है. ये calf muscles है. These are the large muscles. इसके सहारे मेरा पूरा शरीर चलता है. अगर hamstring muscle डैमेज हो गया, हमारा कप मसल डैमेज हुआ, हम खड़ा नहीं हो पाएंगे. Now this exercise normally helps to develop or strength, give the proper strength to your shoulder muscles. Here the shoulder muscles, one spines are there. Case shape का spine होता है, and these spines are not supported, especially with this kind of exercises. Now please sit down, all of you, stretch. Next. Now we have to perform. As you know, the pranayama is very much essential for nowadays to overcome the stress. The stress management is with the support of the pranayama. That is sir also told, our GM sir also told, Dr. Parimal also told you that every time we have to perform what we eat. It should be digested properly inside our stomach, and also we need the support of the inhalations and exhalations. That is the proper support of the oxygen molecules. अगर ऑक्सीजन सप्लाई नहीं होगा, जितना भी हम अच्छा खाना खाए, कोई हमारा शरीर साथ नहीं देगी. एक चीज आपको बता दें, सवेरे उठने के बाद प्लीज अगर आप नॉस्ट्रिल के सामने आपका हाथ को रखते हो, तो यू कैन इजीली एबल टू सी इन वन नॉस्ट्रिल. दोनों नॉस्ट्रिल से एयर आपका बॉडी में नहीं जाता है. एक ही नॉस्ट्रिल से एयर पास जाएगा, एक अब्जॉर्ब करती है. ये जो प्रोसेस है, अगर राइट साइड से एयर निकलता है, आप अपनी टेस्ट कर सकते हो. ऐसे करके एयर को छोड़ो, आपको पता चल जाएगा. अगर राइट साइड राइट नॉस्ट्रिल से एयर निकलता है, मतलब एंटायर बॉडी इज कंट्रोल्ड बाय आवर लेफ्ट ब्रेन. लेफ्ट नॉस्ट्रिल से एयर निकलेगा, इट मींस द राइट brain has controlled the entire body. This is the short tips you have to learn all these things to read. Now let's start pranayama. First inhalation. Make your body straight. Sit relaxed. Close your eyes. Please you try to think in such a way that you are बंद करने बोलो. जमीन में बैठते हो स्पेशली, इसलिए पहले के दिन में खाना खिलाने के लिए गेस्ट का वहाँ पर चेयर टेबल में नहीं बैठाया जाता था. जमीन में देखना, सीमेंट से बना हुआ रहता था टेबल, जमीन में बैठाया जाता था. इसमें क्या होता है, स्पेशली और साइंस यहाँ पर जो है, आपको खींचो, होल्ड द ब्रेथ फॉर a second. Now please remove your finger and put the another nostrils in the support of your this thumb. Relax. Release the air. जोर से एयर को छोड़ो.